Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abusecartoons Livestream. Hey dude, how's it going there in the chat? Good to see you. So, yeah, I guess we're in the Christmas season already. It was the 31st, and already the stores here had turned everything over to to Christmas. Yeah, it's really weird how because the holidays don't really mean anything, so they just rifle through them. It was very fast. I gotta get this set up a little better. There we go. So hope everyone is doing well. So family headed back. I was hoping to get my daughter on the live stream because she was on like 5 years ago. But no luck. The timing didn't work. But we can still do it remotely if I can trick her into it. Right. But yeah, kind of feels a little bit off today. The drawings are a little bit rough and strange. So it's going to be one of those weeks where it doesn't look like it's the same person drawing the cartoon. All right. Oh, right. Day of the Dead. That's right. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the Japanese Day of the Dead is in the summertime. That's so strange. In like the hottest part of the summer. So their ghosts are always yeah, it's always in the hottest time. It's kind of strange too because cremation is very standard here too. So hot ghost stories and a cremated dead is a very strange combination. Yeah, so they've adopted kind of zombies as pop culture, but there really isn't like a zombie tradition here because there's no coffins, there's no dead bodies. Yeah, I'm not sure the few Japanese funerals I've been to, I think they may do some sort of not preparation. I don't know the what the Undertaker terms or whatever, but preparation for viewing of some bodies in some case before the cremation, because I've seen that's an actual job here. Yeah, it's not Undertaker. That's a cowboy term. But the person that works at a funeral home that prepares the bodies for viewing, they have that here as well. But I don't know, or maybe it's just for the the limited number of Christians. But I can't imagine how much it costs to have a gravesite big enough for a coffin in Japan. Probably costs the same as your house. It's very crazy. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so a long day getting to the airport. It's I don't know if it's the season. I've heard people say towards the end of the year they get more frequent, but in the last 2 days there have been 2 subway jumpers. They call that person either accident with person or person interacting with train that causes delays. So I think we already have jumpers. I think it's getting pretty bleak because Japan is getting some small inflation, and they've been able to prevent that for about 30 years. So if people are feeling broke before, they're really, or feeling kind of not broke, but just stagnant. Now, with the price of things going up, you literally cannot afford certain things. Certain things are just gone because everyone is on a very fixed income. In fact, people, making at salaried jobs have taken salary decreases for a number of years. There's no bonuses. There's no number of, there's nothing keeping up with cost of living. So they've tried to maintain the cost of living, but I don't think it's going to hang in there. So there will be some deep, deep despair coming. When I saw the news, state of California voted for a $20 an hour fast food worker minimum. $20 an hour. That's like almost quadruple what they make here with adjusted dollars to yen. That's insane. I mean, it's cool that if they're going to start running those places really lean, and there's just going to be a few people working there, and that it can actually be a livable wage. That might be a good thing. Low skill minimum wage or livable wage, but that eliminates it as the first job for high school kids, the part-time job for retired people. Like, there's so many people now that can't even touch that job, and the price of fast food is going to get crazy. And my daughter was telling me it was already, you can't get, I think it was Carl's Jr. There was one of the places that have kind of, I think both Jack in the Box and Carl's Jr. are, and you guys would know this better than me, or anybody in North America would know this better than me, but they're seeing themselves more as, they're trying to go a little more premium. So she said you can't get out of there with spending less than $30 for two people. That's not fast food. That's insane. Yeah, so I think it went up to 15, right? Yeah, there was a jump to 15. Now it's 20. So get that fast food uniform dry cleaned. It's time to go back to your first job, the first job you ever had. But I have a feeling it's just going to force their hand to move forward with automation, so that they're running like really small crews. But then when they have places that are overnight and stuff, that means those people are going to be even in more trouble, because there's fewer people to deal with all the craziness of being open late at night in the U.S. Okay, I'm just trying the same thing over and over again. But yeah, that was surprising. I mean, I don't think they understand the kind of social changes that's going to create, because it's going to, raise the price. It's people that work that job can feed a family on that job, but there's going to be fewer of those people now, and the business is probably going to be hurt because the customers aren't going to be able to afford the food once it gets much higher. So I wonder what the effect is going to be, and if they've actually thought it through, or if it's just a campaign thing. If it's just somebody wants to look good for re-election or whatever before the actual consequences are obvious. That looks weird. Oh, and the same there. So yeah, that was very surprising. I'll have to ask Matt's in California too. I'll have to ask him what he thinks. Yeah, that's gonna do, besides raise everyone's hamburger bill. Yeah, so odd movements. And it's strange it's a state thing, because I guess, maybe most of California has a pretty high cost of living, but other states, I mean, if you lived in like, I don't know, Indiana or Tennessee or something, and you got $20 an hour working, that's probably better than a factory job. That's better than a lot of sales jobs, commission sales jobs, if it's a reliable wage, or if it doesn't fluctuate. I don't know what I'm trying to do candles, but they're looking kind of weird. All right. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, I was just surprised. A lot of the stuff my daughter was telling me was very surprising. But I don't think Japan's going to be able to maintain its thing anymore. It seems like it's losing cooperation with China, so that a lot of money for real estate investment and development here is slowing down. I don't know that for sure. This is just like observational stuff, like projects that look stalled, where they may have lost money, may have lost funding. But yeah, it's. I just know that business-wise, like shipping and things, the relationship between the two countries is not what it used to be. It used to be very easy to get things. There would be no shipping because it was so cheap between Japan and China, and that's all over. So we'll see what wonderful things come of that. But yeah, and then maybe the connection with the U.S. with crazy inflation in the U.S. Maybe Japan has no choice but to suffer. I don't know. They've ridden a lot of ups and downs with the American economy, though, and not really had. Japan's been in stagnation and deflation for decades, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, tomorrow the new Godzilla movie comes out. Godzilla minus 1.0. I don't know what the English title is going to be. I don't think they do either. I haven't seen any English promotion. But yeah, that's exciting. A new Toho Godzilla. I don't think it's not a sequel to Shin Godzilla, so I don't think it's the Evangelion guy writing it, which might mean it could suck. It's got some like decent actors and stuff in it, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's a good script. So we'll see. Yeah, new Godzilla. Yeah, I wish I could play the trailer in the stream, but I think I'll get knocked off. I'm sure Toho is very protective. Yeah, it's got a really weird name here. It's Ichiten minus Ichiten 0. So yeah, it's minus 1.0. And it takes place. It's like a World War II era movie. Like the setting is Showa, kind of World War II time. So that will be interesting to see. So I think they're gonna, and maybe the reason that it's minus is it's like they're trying to show that it's a kind of reboot or a reimagining of the origin of the Godzilla origin story. So it may be connected to more directly connected to the atomic bomb, which is an odd choice, but we'll see. Or just like it might be an anti-war movie. Which interesting timing on that, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. Yeah, I want to try to get it. I want to try to see it while it's still in IMAX, because there's not a lot of IMAX theaters. So the superhero movies, like when the Marvels comes out, it'll probably kick out whatever is in there. So I've gotta see Godzilla while I can. Yeah, with the long runtime on movies now, like I wanted to go see the Killing of the Flower Moon, the new Scorsese, but it's like 3.5 hours, and unless I see like a noon showing, and the evening showings are, I'm in danger of like missing the last train home, so it's very strange. Yeah. Too long. I guess after The Irishman, Scorsese has no limits on his run times. But yeah, I watched a little like YouTube documentary about that incident. It's an interesting story, and I guess it's probably based on a book. But yeah, money and early America. Or I guess 19th century, not that early America. So it'll be interesting to see what he did with it. And I think it's Leo, so who knows? He's kind of hit or miss for me in movies. All right. I don't know what any of this stuff is. So we'll see. Yeah, it's dedication. Yes, dude, that's true. Oh yeah, I can show you the new poster. That won't get my stream kicked off. So yeah, I'm not sure what. Oh, come on. There's no English search results. No, wow, interesting. There's too many bands named Gojira. That's so stupid. That's weird. Yeah, the Google is not giving me any decent results. Weird. Oh, there it is. Oh, they're just calling, I guess, in English. Yeah, they're just calling. Oh, you guys are getting it in December 1st. Maybe. So, it doesn't look that late. But here's the super cool poster. Yeah, they're just calling it, what, G-1 or whatever. What is that? It's a... Maybe this is a graphic from a website or something. It's transparent. Or no, it's just below. That's right. I'm just in the wrong layer. There it is. Yeah, so interesting design. Almost the Heisei kind of spiny design on it. So we'll see what it's like. But yeah, but the setting for some of the clips that they showed or the scenes they showed in the trailer were World War II. So yeah, I guess U.S. is getting it December 1st. We get it a whole month early. Crazy. All right. Oh yeah, it was like like the seasonal drinks and stuff. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be a because with the Shin Godzilla, it was all CG. It looks like might be all CG too. Let's see, but yeah, they did motion capture. So they did a guy not in like a full suit, but they did a guy like in a rig, and they motion captured his movements for the movement of the CG, but the dinosaur itself was all CG monster. Yeah, it looks very like 1940s Japan. Yeah, Takashi Yamazaki. So we'll see. But I can't believe it's coming out so soon. I think I heard about it this summer, and then it's already out. Didn't even know it was in production. But yeah, with digital filmmaking, they can, reproduce the period stuff really well. That's cool. All right. Yeah, this thing, I don't know what. I don't this is. Ooh, I don't know if that's from the movie, though. That movement is very CG. Oh, this might... I don't know what the source of this is from. It may not be the movie. Looks like some video game cutscene or something. All right. But, yeah, they... with that Shin Godzilla, the look of digital worked pretty well. You never got that creepy feeling that it was digital. It was very elaborate, and a lot of the like the effects and the layered images and stuff worked well. Like all the dust and stuff made it very believable. Yep, so tomorrow. Alright. Yeah, I don't think they've got any. Yeah, I don't think they've got anything for it in English yet. Which is weird because it's coming out in December there. All right. Or maybe that was just an old poster. Maybe they pushed the time around. Yeah, because they might have been getting out of the way of like Dune and some of the big Hollywood releases, but none of those are coming. So maybe the Japanese movies were free to have better release days. They didn't have to cram a bunch of stuff in. That would be weird if... yeah, I don't know how that works. If the actors strike, if stuff is already done... Now, I guess they want the promotion. Yeah, that's why... I guess that's the reason that things got delayed, is because they wanted the press tours, the publicity, so they can't have the actors come to the country and have a big event when SAG-AFTRA was striking. So that's why. But that'd be funny if some markets were just releasing stuff early because they could. It's funny that they are really convinced that makes such a huge difference. I mean, it works better than a trailer, I think, in Japan, because the news always covers, like when Tom Cruise comes for Mission Impossible or whatever, the news always covers it. So that's a good ad for the movie. And then always, I think because there's a lot of synergy between the TV and movie studios and everything, a lot of the same company, they push the... like if it's just like Mission Impossible, then they'll play the previous one, or TV will have one on their Friday night movie to kind of promote it. And so, of course, then they'll buy ad time for the movie studio will buy ad time for the trailer. And it all gets promoted. So yeah, they got it down here. Yeah, I was surprised too. Japanese Hulu is pretty good at that as well. When there's something in the theater, like a remake or a reboot of something, the original will be on Japanese Hulu. I think it's a totally different company, the way that it operates. It's got some classic Japanese TV drama, so that's why we have a subscription to it. But it also has a very small but interestingly curated selection of American movies, and I think a lot of it just depends on what's releasing in the theaters. All right, what happened here? There we go. Nice. Yes, office supplies and an open can. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some stuff, some ideas going. An open can of what? Oh, there's something selected, isn't there? Yes. Alright. Hey, Yum, how's it going? The study becomes the dining room. Nice. What a selection of things. Yeah, nothing's really jumped out. I guess I'll keep going. Yeah, the only thing I had in my head was like a seasonal coffee joke, because already the gingerbread latte has jumped immediately into Japanese coffee places. That was fast, and nobody ever orders them. It's very strange. It's not a popular flavor here, but it shows up on the menu every holiday season. Like all the, because most of the coffee chains here are Seattle's Best, Tully's, and Starbucks. So they just follow kind of a lot of American stuff. Starbucks has a little bit more Japanese tastes and seasonal stuff. A lot of sweet potato frappuccinos and all that good stuff. I guess these are kind of to scale. Oh yeah, it could be something as simple as, let me fill this. Envy for having a coffee mug to hold the cover down. Yeah, let's do that. That's stupid. It just might work. It's stupid enough to actually work. All right. Yeah, so this one. Where's the rest of the books here? Get this stuff out of the way. And, okay, there's, nope, that's not it. Okay, and this one. So where's the coffee mug? Oh yeah, right there. Okay, that's these three then here. I think that's them. Let me put this in a new file and see if I grab the right layers. Yes, wow, amazing. This is a little bit of a weird isometric camera angle, but oh well. It's fun. It's different. Yeah, so maybe fill these as well. So I can get things layered. So here. And here. And then put this behind. There we go. Ooh, pumpkin pie. Yeah. Oof, I haven't had a real pumpkin pie in over a decade, I think. That's crazy. Or whatever pumpkin pie actually is in the U.S. I think it's like beets or radishes or something boiled down with the spices of pumpkin pie applied to them. I don't think they bother actually using pumpkin anymore. All right, it's too expensive. Those are for county fairs. Did you guys see the image of the Taylor Swift pumpkin? It was at some, I forget, some county fair. I think they called it the Swiftkin or something stupid. But that was disturbing. Yeah, of course, it's viral on social media. A 400-pound pumpkin painted to look like Taylor Swift. Because I'll give the woman credit. The artist gets credit for this one because it's an amazing creation. Yikes. So we showed the Godzilla movie poster and now the Taylor Swift pumpkin. But here's artist Jeanette Perras. Oh, so maybe it was a fundraiser because I see the breast cancer ribbon, or maybe that's the award she won. But yeah, some kind of promotion. The Taylor Swift pumpkin, 400 pounds of Taylor Swift's head, Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. An Ohio artist painted but it's actual like nylon synthetic hair on top of it. That makes it even worse. Nice. That's amazing work. I totally missed my calling. I could have been doing celebrity pumpkins. Yes, the world is such a place. Yeah, why Taylor Swift? She has the least pumpkin-like face of any of celebrities. I'm not going to say who has a more pumpkin-like face, but there are. There are singers with more pumpkin-like faces. Yeah, strange choice. But maybe it definitely got a lot of social media attention. Yes, and hopefully it was for a good cause. I didn't read the article. Oh, no, of course it's everything. Yeah, so hopefully it's a good promotion. 10 hours of painting. 10 hours. Oh, yeah, it's for the Stephanie Spielman Fund for Breast Cancer Research at Ohio State. Nice. Well, there we go. A worthy cause for a stupid pumpkin. Yum is the pumpkin face. Is that that would be your perfect the perfect likeness. Yeah, like the ridges, like the texture of a pumpkin just doesn't make for a beautiful face. You can see the weird ridges of the pumpkin like cutting into her cheeks and so funny. Yay. So there we go. Taylor Swift pumpkin. That made the that one Halloween this year, I think. Yikes. And it's just gonna, I guess they didn't cut it, so it may last a bit longer, but it's just gonna rot from the inside. They gotta show us like in 2 months what the Taylor Swift pumpkin looks like. All sagging in on itself and collapsing from internal rot. All right. Oops. All right. Yeah, I've got to find a copy. Maybe it's on Amazon or something, but I just saw someone reference the Overnight, a documentary, and I guess I played on like IFC a lot, but a documentary on the guy that made the director of Boondock Saints 1 and 2, and kind of how he stumbled into fame, and it was like a very suddenly he was the hottest thing and then not, because he was so difficult to work with. But yeah, people have said it's a pretty amazing documentary and kind of sums up, what 90s Hollywood was like very much. Because I guess he was a Weinstein. He was like kind of tapped by The Weinstein Company is like the next big thing, and his movies were terrible, like really poorly done. Because of the notoriety and maybe the budgets, they were able to get decent, some celebrities. Like I think Willem Dafoe was in one or both movies, but they got some name recognition. But the movies are very amateurly done, but became these like kind of, I don't know, Boston dude bro underground hits. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was during that era of everything ripping off Tarantino, like after Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, and then every movie was a ripoff of Tarantino and Hong Kong like gun movies. But I don't think I've seen it. I didn't recognize any of the scenes. I've seen like a ton of memes and references to it, but I don't think I've actually seen the movie. But from what they showed, it looks pretty bad. I mean, even for that time, because I guess just a few months after that movie, the first Boondock Saints came out, The Matrix came out. So like they already kind of figured out the gun thing in American film, American, summer cinema. But yeah, the guy was supposed to be so insanely intolerable. I think it's called Overnight. I'll have to look and see if I can find a copy of that somewhere. Craving pie, don't touch me. Nice. How do I draw my cup so good? I don't think they look so good. Apple head. Yeah, if so pumpkins, yeah, usually like if they're never cut open, they just get, kind of rotten from the inside. The outside kind of holds because they're gourds, but they're very soft. They kind of hold their shape for a while. The hard gourds, what they call the smaller decorative ones, they last for a long, long time because the skin's so thick, no moisture or anything can get in, or there's no exchange with the air, so no mold or anything can grow very easily. But I think big pumpkins, eventually they're so soft inside and kind of porous, the skin's not so hard. Eventually they just get moldy and just kind of collapse in on themselves. When they're jack-o'-lanterns, it's much more fun because it happens so fast. And because they have a face, then they start to, their teeth kind of curl in and they look all toothless and weird, and the whole thing just kind of falls apart. Yeah, I think that was always that's a parent's job. If the jack-o'-lantern, the pumpkin, actually makes it through the holidays without getting smashed, it has to get put in a trash bag before you can't. Oh, that's right. Because I remember as a kid, there were a few seasons where if you let it go too long, or if it was a warm fall, you can't even pick it up, because it's so soft and rotten. The skin just slides off of it, like a corpse, like a real corpse. So you have to pick it up. You have to just shovel. You have to shovel it off of the front steps of your house. So don't let your jack-o'-lanterns rot too long. I guess in California, it would be really hard to have them live for more than a couple of days. You'd have to dry them out. I don't remember if we did. We must have done jack-o'-lanterns because I'm sure they're around. But yeah, I can't imagine them lasting very long. All right, why do I keep drawing random boxes? Oh, nice. Yes, jack-o'-lantern decay. Yeah, smashing would be very satisfying. Never had a chance to do that as a kid, but I can imagine. I imagine it would be. Yeah, let's do. I'm sure it's. Ooh, wow. This time-lapse one goes up to 60 days, though. That's pretty impressive. I guess so if they're outside and it's only going to get colder, it will... Yeah, very slow. Yeah, and a lot of people now don't even cut them. They just like paint the outside of them. They last much longer if you do it that way as well. 30 days time lapse. Yeah, they show the texture of it at the end. Oh yeah, that's the gross thing is it just gets all like white and gray mold. It gets all fuzzy on the inside because yeah, easily that soft like wall of the pumpkin is perfect for mold. Yes. Oh yeah, it gets pretty gross. Oh, and I like they put some film texture over the. I'll throw this in the chat so you guys can see. Yeah, the soppy, what is it? Soppy frog. That's one of the better ones. It happens pretty quick. All right, where is chat? What am I doing? What is this? There's a time-lapse jack-o'-lantern only in about 30 days, and it's just full of mold. Yeah, it is about stabbing. Yes, dude. That's right. It's about taking the big kitchen knife and stabbing it into into something like a human head. Yeah, food gore. That's right. It is. It's nasty. All right. You haven't done weird stacked dishes recently? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these will all have to be edited to make it work. Or just change the original. Huh. Nice. Yeah, reaction channel. Yeah, we'll just do time lapse food rot reactions. Ew. Yes. Yeah, I got to pick up where Sniper Wolf leaves off. What is it? SS Sniper Wolf, whatever. That's quite a story. The Jack's Films doxing thing, and then like people just criticizing the YouTuber for just ripping off, just playing people's content and barely reacting to it, just getting hits or getting traffic and monetizing other people's stuff and just having your face in the corner. And then it turns out the whole history of like her streaming success and everything is just based on her husband, soon to be ex-husband. So it won't last much longer. Oh, I had another book here. Is this a better one? Oh, no, that's the same one. All right. What is that cube? Yeah, it was just a box thing. It's kind of squishy looking, though. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. This is just a windowed box. So a desk with a open can and a calculator. Yeah, the stapler's a little too detailed. No good space for a face on it. What a can, is there a can joke for office? We got a couple little clusters of things, but no good ideas. More cups. Just a large number of cups. And the joke can be cups. Yeah, is there any... Anything to do with... I don't know. I'll do that little... Like the curvy... That classic diner coffee mug that has that little bit of a slight hourglass to it. I think I had some mugs like that once upon a time. That handle is just not quite functional, just a little... I think it's just for looks. Oh yeah, it was crazy. My army of cups. My daughter was showing me, she's got a Steam Deck and a Switch, and showing me emulation on both of those. Wow, it's really come a long way. There's like a crazy... You can emulate almost anything now. And even they're getting better with GameCube stuff. I guess that was a big problem for a while. And that's why a lot of GameCube games, the original discs, are so expensive, is because there's no good emulation for them. But now, yeah, just about everything. Yeah, and she was even showing me Final Fantasy 14 on the Steam Deck. Looked amazing. It was really shocking. Like, that's portable. Like, that looks better than it would probably look on my desktop. It's really crazy. And you can run... they have installs for a lot of the private servers for WoW and a lot of the MMOs, the dead MMOs that are running private servers. There's a way to link to those, like have run the bat files and link to those. It's crazy. There's so much stuff now. I feel so far behind because I was just impressed with myself for what was the last emulation thing that I did, or just like an old retrocade. Yeah, it was like one of the Android-based ones, and it didn't go very far. I don't think it went past PlayStation 1. And I was so impressed, and now it's like, it's crazy. I guess the Xbox, the S and X series, are pretty good emulators, but the stuff on the store was taken down, so you have to get a developer license and kind of sideload emulation stuff, which might screw up your or could endanger like your warranty or your account or whatever. I don't know. But it would be so nice. I mean, it's funny, though, because when you think about different systems, it's probably only like 10 games that you'd ever want to go back and play on a lot of those old systems. Other than that, there's so much licensed garbage, too. That's the thing when you look at like ROM sites, like libraries of backups for, Super Nintendo or older systems. So much of that was cheesy licensed movie tie-ins and stuff. Mostly unplayable. Oh, yeah. They're the Ed and Eddie ears. Nice. Oh, man. Yes, only a little pinky. Yeah, we can do a handle joke. Ornamental? Is it purely decorative. Alright. Any more? Yeah, those are the only mugs, I think. Yeah, we just do 2. So both of these are going to have mugs, huh? Oh, yeah, but there was one here that wasn't there. Oh, yeah, that's got a big old handle. We'll have to include that one, too. I'll flip it so nobody recognizes that I'm duplicating. Across cartoons. Oh, this is so shameful. Wow. I do not draw things symmetrically at all. That's why they're so charming, because they're so messed up. Jeez. Let's move this over a little bit. There we go. Direct comparison. Not so much functional as they were adorable. Jeez, why am I having so much trouble? There we go. All right, let's do that. We can have an audience of bowls. Yeah, I should do. I have never done that before. I should do a weird, like do some weird thing where there's like a bowl in the background and it's like a little bit out of focus to make the. Oh, there it goes. Not too far out of focus. To give it like weird depth, that would be funny. That would be weird. Yeah, I'll have to play around with that sometime. That'll change the style a bit, but it'll be odd. All right, so we'll retire the stapler and there we go. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Stretch this one a little bit so there's more visual variety. There we go. Bunch of candles and cups. Yes, a seance, a Halloween party seance. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Center these a little bit. All right, let's try some color. And maybe like a, weird green. A little bit brighter. There we go. And maybe like an orange. There we go. This is going to be pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much else to do here. All right. Yeah, nothing fancy here, just some mug shadows. Oh, I just rewatched, what is that? Paul Thomas Anderson, my favorite, one of his Punch Drunk Love. I think it's the only Adam Sandler movie that I can like actually rewatch. But yeah, I really love that movie. If you've never seen Punch Drunk Love, it's definitely worth it. It's got a really, just really interesting rhythm to it, and like the use of music is really unique. And the story was just, it just reminds me of being kind of broken and fucked up in Los Angeles. Even the kitchen, like the kitchen cabinets and the stove in his apartment in that movie were the exact ones that I had at my apartment when I moved out. So very disturbing. But yeah, it captures the weird isolation and kind of the stuff that happens in that city better than in really any other movie I think has done. And it has that weird, it's a romance basically, and it has like, swelling music and kind of a weird Hollywood tone to it, but it's so off. It's so off kilter, like the oddness of the rhythms and everything in it. But yeah, it's a really good Adam Sandler performance. Surprisingly, I think it was just like made to handle like his range, like what he's able to do. Actually, Uncut Gems wasn't bad. That was a pretty good for an Adam Sandler movie. But other than that, there's not much I can go back and watch. Mugshot Comics, nice. Nice. Oh, sorry. The name. If you're asking about the name of the movie, Punch Drunk Love. Yeah. So it's an earlier like Paul Thomas Anderson movie. It's basically Adam Sandler, Luis Guzman, the actress Emily, what's her face, the British actress. It's pretty old too. Yeah, 2002. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it. Emily Watson, that's right. And Mary Lynn Rice Cub is in it. She plays one of his sisters. He's got 7 sisters, which already sets the character up as as wonderfully fucked up. But yeah, I really like. It's got an interesting rhythm to it, and it just makes no sense. It's almost surreal in how things happen, but it still feels very true to second chances and new romance and stuff. It's very good. Yeah, is there a trailer? Let's see here. What is this? Ugh, IMDb. No, don't. All right, what's going on here? There we go. Oh yeah, a lot of his early comedies I enjoyed at the time, but like going back and watching them, some of them just don't stand. Just don't hang in there. And his that more recent kind of scammy stuff he did on Netflix, I don't trust very much. But Uncut Gems was good. The Ganker Sisters, but yeah, this was a surprisingly good. Like it's just a dramatic role, and he's really good in it. Like he really nails the uncomfortableness and the kind of innocence of this character. Maybe we'll do this and a smile and these. The questioning. Jeez, oh man, questioning looks. There we go. A little subtle smile. Nice. The Ganker Sisters from Ed, and Eddie. Wow, it's been so long. Oh, we almost got the coloring right. Yeah. The one mug was yellow. This is a secret tribute to Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, I like the line style of those, the drawings of those characters. Any of the, like the still stuff or illustration, I like that line quality. It's very rough and interesting. And even the animation had a nice rhythm to it. All right. I think that works. And more mugs. Ooh. All right. Yeah, these are going to be very similar, aren't they? Maybe a little less saturated. Oops. Boom. And a little less dark. Here we go. And then just like a dark red. Oh, maybe just, I'll do that outside. And what color is the mug? Maybe like a creamy off-white kind of thing, like a bone color. Yeah, like that. That's good. Nice. Sorry, where is the chat? Oh no, serious friends are the worst. Yeah, it's fun to watch trash. That's what I did most of Halloween. I watched some really trashy stuff. I wonder. I watched a bunch of the later Hellraiser sequels, 3 and 4. I really want to see the straight-to-video ones, because so quickly that series got really cheesy. Like you could tell in 3 and 4, you could tell that they were doing the like new Cenobite reveals were supposed to have big response in the theaters and stuff. You could feel exactly what they were trying to go for with the, oh no, wow, look at that. Because there was a Cenobite that was just like CDs. It was like a DJ that was spinning CDs somehow, and he got sliced up by his collection of CDs, and then that was his character then that had a bunch of CDs stuck in its head, and spit CD, like the disc, the plastic discs, at people, and it just shredded them. So yeah, really, really bad, really weak ideas. But I want to see how bad it got. Because I think there's somebody said like 11 Hellraiser movies. So there's only 4 theatrical ones, and then several more that were straight to video. I can't imagine how bad they got. It has to be pretty brutal. But that's the kind of stuff I wanted to suffer through for Halloween. Oh yeah, so that was one of the things that Japanese Hulu had. They had all the Hellraiser movies. I don't know why. They didn't have the sequel though, or not the sequel, the reboot. But they had everything else. Red, and maybe like a bright orange. Oh, that's the same color, isn't it? I guess light blue. Let's try that. There we go. Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage marathon would be great. Yeah, if I can find those, if I can find a good source of those, yeah, I'll send a Discord link to you guys so we can all enjoy those together, because I'm sure they get really, really bad. And I wonder, I'm just so interested in which direction they go, because even the sequels got so far away from the original story idea. The weird one, though, they retold the story, which I guess was in a Clive Barker book, the origin of like the toy maker or the clock maker or whatever that made the box, the lament configuration, and but they changed it in the movie. But that was the movie. The fourth one, wonderfully, starts out in space. It's like Hellraiser in space, because that's where you always end up with your horror. But it's weird, they introduced that, and they had no budget. It was really, really poorly done. It was like a Corman movie, bad. And then they do a flashback to the origin of the box. All right. But yeah, that would be really fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like the story. I like the Hellbound Heart, the short story that's based on. I think that's really a neat idea and very unique for horror, but very hard to film too, because it's, very sexual. But I think it's a really cool idea for a horror movie. Kind of like those sci-fi movies where they go too far into space and they find hell. Like this is the equivalent of like going too far into like your desire and finding eternal damnation and suffering. Like all sexual fetish or whatever could lead you to wanting something that damns you. I think I like that. That's a really cool and uncomfortable idea for a horror movie. But the later horror movies had much more the tone of like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of movie. They were just going for the weird spectacle and settings and stuff, because there's a lot of kind of dream type stuff, dream imagery. So they reminded me a bit of Nightmare on Elm Street kind of silliness, which I don't think they should have done that, but they're just trying to keep those moviegoers happy. Yeah, so I need a list of the Hellraiser sequel movies, and I will hunt them down. Did anybody see the remake, the reboot? I thought it was interesting. I think there was kind of a missed, some of the opportunities were missed, and I guess the costumes were better. They've always been kind of inexplicable, but I don't know. Oh yeah, like Silent Hill. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're working on a Silent Hill remaster for the games for, I think, Silent Hill 2. That would be fun. Where did my search go? There we go. Oh, they're not that many. Oh, maybe this isn't everything. The franchise. So there are quite a few. So yeah, Judgment was the last straight to video one, 2018. So the first four finished in 96, and then the 2000s were all straight to video. So Hellraiser Inferno, Hellraiser Hellseeker, Hellraiser Deader, Hellraiser Hellraiser Revelations, and then Judgment. God, I bet they're so bad. Oh, they've got Wikipedia has little synopses of everything. Yeah, I gotta hunt these down. I wonder how long they kept the original Pinhead actor. I wonder if he made it, how far he made it before they had to. He's on the cover of just about everything. That's not him. So maybe by 2011 he was gone. Oh yes, yeah. 2011 was the first film not featuring Doug Bradley. So generic Pinhead. Wow. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, those have got to be so bad. So yeah, I think that's why they gave up doing the sequels, because they couldn't even get the original actor. They were so terrible. He looked at the script and said, pass, after doing 5 really bad ones. He said, sure, I'll keep at it, except, yeah, I wonder. And with really bad budgets, it's got to just get ridiculous. Maybe not there. There we go. All right. Well, we've colored some cartoons. Let's switch over to some comments then and see how it's going. So where are we in our... So 2016 May. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we were we got through the end of the year pretty fast. Okay, so here is boom. So May 2016. Oop, come on. Oh, no, the site's still having some trouble. There we go. A fire extinguisher joke. So May 3rd, 2016. He liked feeling wanted and needed, but never used. All right. Here's May 5th. Oh, come on. There we go. There was definitely such a thing as an uncomfortable amount of applesauce. That must have been a Costco joke. There we go. With grape juice. This is terrible. Who wrote this? This shouldn't even be here. With grape juice comes grape responsibilities. Responsibility. The, Spider-Man line. May 12th. 2016. Oh, sorry. Let me get the chat going. With grape juice comes grape responsibility. There we go. All right. So May 12th. Wine and cheese stayed together through even the most uncomfortable evenings. Wine and cheese. Oh, here we go. His funny-tasting zero-calorie counterpart made him question the very meaning of cola. May 19th. Chocolate covered did not always mean amazing. A chocolate covered hammer. May 24th. Yeah, there was a run there where the jokes were pretty good. Now they're getting weak again. May 24th. Some of the older t-shirts insisted that they were just thicker and better quality, not simply fat. All right, fat t-shirts. That little pink sock from, oh yeah. All right, May 26th. Ooh. They both tried hard to be repellent only to insects, not each other. Look at that amazing lighting effects. May 31st. The tremendous innovation in snacking technology they represented went completely unappreciated. Snacking technology. June 2nd. Every time he visited his mother, she seemed to get shorter. She was an old crushed can. And she just couldn't do anything about it. So June 7th. Come on. There we go. No one seemed to appreciate their amazing bookshelf making abilities anymore. Oh yeah, did anyone ever have, this is I think very like 70s thing, but I have in my bedroom just a, what is like a 1x6 or whatever, like a shelf, like a simple piece of wood that was just held up on cinder blocks. So cinder blocks were easy to get or steal from construction sites. So a lot of people had cinder block bookshelves when I was a kid. Hundreds of uses for cinder blocks. They both seem a bit bored. All right, June 9th. The silly squeak he made seemed to make people take his work less seriously. I don't think I need the seem to. I think it should just be made people take his work less seriously. The silly squeak. June 14th. It was too bad that anxiety medication had no effect on itself. Oh, I don't understand the balloon, the deflated balloon. June 16th, he preferred thinking of his optimism as half full rather than half alive. All right, June 21st, his efforts at self-improvement didn't seem to be working. I guess home improvement, self-improvement. June 23rd, innovations in drinking glass technology just made him feel old. I like the sci-fi drinking glasses. Welcome to my world. June 28th, possibly, maybe. Wow, these are really slow. Most other light bulbs did not consider themselves groovy, but the black light did. The black light bulb was groovy, and it made all those posters glow, those fluorescent posters. June 30th. Without sugar, he was just some kind of contaminated water. Nice, but pretty. Pretty and contaminated. Okay, we'll do July as well. So May, June, July. July 5th. Come on. Let's try it again. There we go. July 5th. Pink lemonade felt the refreshment slowly leaving his body. A crack in the pink lemonade pitcher. July 7th. Carry out. Fried food never pretended to be anything other than disappointing. All right, July 12th. Ooh, that's a very thick ice cube tray. Instead of reconciling, they just sat there melting. Don't go back into the tray. July... Oh, there's a candle. July 19th. Romantic lighting seemed far messier than it needed to be. far messier. July 21st. The TV remote had gone. A TV remote control had gone from lost to exultant. Okay. I guess it was happy they found it. July 26th. Combining their daytime and nighttime abilities made for a very disorienting next few hours. I guess the red and the green make black or purplish black. I don't know. Yikes. All right. 28th of July. Oh, this is my thumbnail from 2016. Wow. Their first attempt at interior decorating was not going well. Practice makes perfect. And so we'll end with August 1st. They soon found there were not enough meals to satisfy their need to season. A big pile of what is this? Oh, maybe that's supposed to be like cinnamon. Salt and cinnamon, delicious. Or red pepper. All right, so we'll leave it there. So let me just copy this so I can remember. So no big typos that I noticed, at least. All right. So back to it. Sticker. Oh, nice. Cute to spray paint. Yeah, I'll have to, I didn't get a chance to ask her if she was here, but my daughter's got a bunch of good sources for sticker printing. I think Redbubble does decent stickers, so I may just do a series. You'll have to be my consultant. Cute salt. Thank you, Yum. You'll have to be my official sticker consultant. I'll pay you in stickers to consult on what I should print. All right. Oh boy, I think I'm almost out of energy for the afternoon here. This is bad. Just looking at this, nothing came to mind as far as what is the joke here. All right. Sorry. Without putting it on the screen, I'm trying to move this back a little bit. There we go. All right. So something about the cover curling up. They didn't like tea. But they liked flat covers. That doesn't mean anything. They didn't like tea, but they liked flat. They liked their covers held down. Or just for them. To them. For them. Mugs served a single purpose. To drink coffee. Thank you. Oh, a 50 sticker weekly salary. All right. Nice. Yes. A cost of living sticker amount of stickers. Mugs may serve another purpose. Yeah, that would make the stream much more interesting if I was doing math or something to keep it going. All right. Mugs. When it came to books, mugs only served one purpose. Mugs only had All right, something about mugs. Let's see if I do any better with this other one. Oh, right, that's right. Yeah, I wanted to use adorable. Tiny handle. Less functional and more adorable. I like tiny handle was less functional and more adorable. And just plain adorable. Bad idea, says dude. Oh no. An adorable tiny mug. Okay, so books. Books didn't like tea but loved mugs. Books needed mugs but had no use for beverages. Or it was a attractive partner or a useful partner. Well read. A well read joke might be good. Mugs. A mug. So mugs could make a paperback look more dignified. Could make. Made. The lucky. Oh, is there even a term for that? Like a curled cover? Oh, wow. I misspelled curled so badly that it thought I was trying to say cursed, so it was giving me cursed book cover. Bending, curling. So a simple mug helps any paperback look more dignified and less curly. Any paper with an extra A. A simple mug helped any paperback look more dignified and less curly. It's kind of the same joke, a silly word at the end. All right. Wow. Yeah, don't search how to repair curled book covers. There's endless results. How many millions of results is Google giving me? A lot. Use a hairdryer. An iron or something heavy, but not your weights. All right. Oh, my Facebook is getting silly. All right. Cursed book. Yeah, like the Necronomicon. A simple brew could hold back such demonic stew. Nice. It's a cursed book. So a simple mug helped any paperback look more dignified and less curly. Okay, we'll do a curly cover joke. And the mug's tiny handle was less functional and more adorable. Kind of the same joke. Kinda. Yeah, I did that a couple of times. Like the heavier trade paperbacks, I would like drop it, and it would perfectly land at an angle. So the cover folded. It like landed, it hit the edge of the cover and folded. So there was a crease on across, like kind of diagonally across the, and the weight of the book like folded it nice and sharp. That was always fun. I did that a couple of times. I used to read when my girlfriend worked at the bookstore. I used to read a ton of what are those? Because they're supposed to be returns, stripped. They call them stripped books. So if a mass paperback has the cover stripped off, that means the cover is sent back to the publisher for a refund. So the bookstore gets a refund because it's just not selling. And the stripped book, the whole rest of the book is supposed to be thrown away. But those things end up finding their way into dumpsters and then into people's garage sales or whatever. So, yeah, she would grab me some stripped books. And because they were just very disposable. But, they didn't have a cover, so they didn't last very long. Like they got the pages, like, all of the dedication pages and the reviews and everything, those pages just started to fall off as you gradually read it. But it was a nice way to read like a disposable book. But there was always a warning inside that said, if this book has no cover, it's illegal. you should destroy it. It's not supposed to be sold. It's not supposed to still be in circulation. I don't know if they still do that, if that's still the system or not. But yeah, when I was a kid and then when I was in university, I read a lot of stripped books. But they don't have any resale value because you can't, they're supposed to have been destroyed. Like that's the deal with the bookstore, is if you take the cover off and send it back to us, we'll give you money, and you have said you destroyed the book. All right. Let's check some of my wonderful spelling. All right. And there we go. Yeah, I hate that too. In Japan, so I run a dehumidifier in my room because I have a big bookshelf behind me, and I'm so terrified because it's so wet here, especially in the summer and the typhoon season, that the books will get mildew or something. So I'm constantly running a dryer in this room because I see so many used bookstores in Japan where the books are all a little speckled with this kind of yellow mildew that paper gets here. So yeah, I'm very paranoid like that. Given to starving children. It does seem really wasteful that, but that was how they handled, yeah. And a lot of, I also saw, I forget, some neighbor worked at, I think it was a paper plant or maybe like a printer, and he would get comic books. He would get like random comic books, and they had a stamp across them that said, it was like withdrawn or something, so that maybe it was the same thing. So the comic books with the UPC symbols, so they were like for grocery stores and drugstores and stuff. They weren't for the comic book shops. Could be returned, I think, that same way if they didn't sell. But then the publisher would, or the printer, whatever, would stamp. I forget some very long word. When I was a kid, it was very hard to understand the word across the cover, and so those were just supposed to be destroyed or recycled. But then, parents would grab them, grab random comics for their kids. Withdrawn. That's probably another old practice as well. Yeah, withdrawn. Yeah, they would just stamp a big withdrawn across the cover, meaning it's not supposed to be in circulation anymore and should be destroyed. That's funny. Yeah, so I had some, just a weird mixture of comics when I was a real little kid, like, maybe 5 years old or whatever, that were from that neighbor. Do you like comic books? Okay, so let's make some JPEGs. Yeah, all right, where is it? Okay. Yes, this is today and next Tuesday. No, wait, let's read this again. Simple mug helps any paperback look more dignified, and less curly. Okay. These sure are tiny. And revert. Boom. What a giant drawing. There we go. Withdrawn. That's funny. I wonder if people try to still sell those at markets. I guess there were date stamps too. They used to stamp them with dates. Weird. All right. So are we ready for some Baby Star Ramen Black Truffle Edition? This looked like a leftover from Halloween. There's so much black Halloween snacks and stuff. This was very bizarre. So let's go with the Black Halloween. Oh yeah, K5 hasn't been here for a while. Not around to ban you, yum. And all your foul ideas and filthy language. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, that's interesting here. The used bookstores in Japan have a book cleaning system where, like if a book is read a lot, especially if it's like a reference book or something, you'll have like yellow stains of just the oil from people's fingers on the edge of the books. It's very disgusting looking. But they have a weird machine that it's got like brushes that they scour the sides of the books with. So it like, cleans them and like takes the discoloring. So probably just like takes a small layer of the paper away. But it's like a metal cart, and the books sit at an angle, and they just like lay against this this brush system that like scrubs the sides of them. So the books look so clean. The books here look really clean in the used bookstores. None of that weird yellow staining. All right. Okay, here we go to the convenience store. All right. And here we are this week. So this was an odd find. So we're just finished with Halloween. And so there's many black snacks, a lot of bamboo charcoal used to color different crackers and potato chips and things. So there's a lot of spooky snacks. And this looked like a leftover, but it's actually like, not related in any way. So this is just a black truffle version of the Baby Star ramen. And we've had the Baby Star ramen snacks before. They're just a little dried ramen noodle snack, which it looks like it must have come out of the when they do the instant ramen packaging. Probably there's a lot of breakage and little crumbly things, and so some genius on the assembly line must have had the idea to like put these together into little snack deals. So here is a special edition black truffle version. So yeah, this is very funny. So it doesn't say, it's not like a big collaboration or anything with anyone. This is just a very exciting and dark version of this snack. So if it looks like anything like on the wrapper, it's going to be very inedible looking. So let's give it a try. Oh, wow. Looks like very old ramen snacks. Yes, there we go. A little hard to get the light in there. Yeah, so it's the same little discs that we've seen before, but this time very spooky. Just very... Oh, wow. But it smells like black truffle. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty good. So if you've had black truffle salt or, shaved onto, I don't know what, it goes on salad, steak, whatever. This is that very much. And the saltiness and kind of the plainness of the ramen, it matches really well. It's actually a really nice combination. So it's a very mushroom flavor. There's kind of a salty mushroom flavor on top of a ramen noodle taste. Wow, it's pretty good. I had no idea what to expect. Visually, it looks terrible. It looks like it's, black pepper flavored or charcoal flavored or something. But the truffle flavor is actually a really nice match for a kind of salty. Wow. Yeah, these are really good. Very surprising. Wow. I thought for sure it would be a just kind of a lame attempt, but it's a decent combination, and it wasn't crazy expensive either. I think it was like 150 yen, so like less than a $1.25 or something. And look I still have so many. Well, it's surprisingly good. Yeah, these are really addictive too. These are one of those snacks that you just like want to keep eating. So they make them in kind of like a little wafer kind of chip shape. And then more recently, I've seen these little discs of just kind of compressed little pieces. And this is the first time I've seen them with black truffle seasoning. But wow, they taste like expensive almost. That's amazing. I think I've seen black truffle potato chips, but it's black truffle salt potato chips. But this is a kind of an overall flavoring that's really good. Wow. So that's a huge, huge surprise. I thought this was going to be a really lame, kind of stinky version of these, because the snack itself is just kind of a cheap snack, and this combination is really good. So if these are around anywhere you can get your hands on them, and if you like the Baby Star snack, this is a really kind of deluxe version of it. It tastes really good. Weird. I'd almost want a black truffle ramen now. Like I could even taste a like a pork soup with some black truffle. Oh, that would be good. That must exist somewhere. But well, good job, Baby Star. Baby Star's black truffle ramen snack. Nice. Wow, very successful. I will definitely be finishing those, but not on camera. Yikes. All right. Wow. Got lucky this week. I thought for sure that was going to be a strange one, because it was on the end. It was the end cap, and they were kind of clearing out or just kind of collecting some of the remaining Halloween marshmallows and stuff. So it looked like it was just part of that, but very odd. It was a very odd combination. Nice. Oh, corn truffles. No, I haven't. Nice. Yeah, top shelf, top shelf 7-Eleven snacks. Yeah, truffles like it's just a mushroom that grows mostly wild. Or they probably cultivate them now. But I think the most expensive ones grow wild, and you still have. So if you've ever heard of a truffle pig, there are pigs that they can train to dig up these mushrooms, and like 'cause I think they grow kind of low on the forest floor, and so like maybe France and Northern Europe is a little famous for having truffle pigs and people searching for these because they're rare mushrooms and they have a very kind of unique savory taste, almost like like shiitake, like maybe closer to the European version of like a shiitake mushroom or something. The kind of a savory, almost like meat flavor. So if you cooked it, if you grilled it right, yeah, that's right. Nicolas Cage, the pig. Yes, we came full circle. Yeah, so truffles are just like black, and I think the rarer ones, the black truffle is a rare variety, but it's just an expensive mushroom that they use in a lot of sauces and cooking, and you can get like truffle salt and things. I'm not terribly familiar with it, but it just comes up as a flavor. But I think they're rare because they're hard to find, and probably pigs eat them, so that's why they're hard to find, because wild pigs probably eat them all up. Wow. Hellraiser. That is so funny. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there are that's an 11. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, with this new reboot, there's 11 movies, but not counting that. Yeah, there are 6. Wow, 6 sequels. So here's a couple of plot synopses from the straight-to-video ones. Corrupt police detective discovers a puzzle box. Kirsty Cotton and her husband end up in a car accident that kills her. 1 month later, Trevor wakes up in a hospital, but because of his head injury, his memory is uncertain, and he can't distinguish between fantasy and reality. Okay, I don't know how they get to Hellraiser from that. Reporter Amy Klein. Oh, Kari Wurr. Oh, wow. A flashback, an 80s flashback, is sent to Bucharest to investigate an underground suicide cult. And Hellraiser Hellworld, taking the place in real-life world in which the Hellraiser franchise has spawned a successful MMORPG. 5 friends mourning the death of one of their fellow players. Oh, these are going to be so good. So there is a Hellraiser sequel that takes place in an MMO. Okay. And Revelations, the 9th film in the franchise. The first film not to feature Doug Bradley. Shot in 2 weeks for $300,000. It's got to be bad. Wow. It was released in a single theater in California. The crew was shooting ostensibly open for the public. It was suggested by Bloody Disgusting that the film was shot not only so that the Weinstein Company could not lose its filming rights before they could produce. Oh, so just a rights holding grab. So weird. Oh, yeah, because they wanted to hold on to the rights to do the remake. That was in 2011, though. The 10th film, Judgment, these aren't plot synopses at all. Yeah, so the last 2 don't have Doug Bradley. He turned it down. There's no plot synopses. So that's how bad they are. They don't even describe what happened. They just describe the logistic nightmare and casting problems. Wow. Crazy. The MMO one sounds really bad. That's got to be brutal. Or the one that was just done to hold on to the rights. I wonder if it's just like a weird drama, and there just happens to be a Hellraiser cube sitting on the coffee table the whole time, just so they can call it that. That's weird. Yeah. So I'll have to find a good source of these these sequels. I wonder if they got buried though, because if the Weinstein Company just did it to hold on to the rights, they probably don't even care if they're still available or not. That's so crazy. Well, we will find out. I'm sure some place somewhere they still exist, just because of internet hoarding, and we'll we'll find out how bad they truly are. Yeah, but anything filmed just to hold on to the rights must be amazing. Shot in 2 weeks. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy. Streaming. Yeah, nobody has a good source. I'm sure all of them aren't going to be available in one place. But that's okay. I have a new mission now. A purpose in life to find some of these so we can see what actually happened. Yeah, I can't imagine how bad. And it's funny, I'm sure the British actor by the reboot, I'm sure he was so old. Yeah, by 2022, I'm sure he was quite an older gentleman. That's crazy. Nice. Yes, doing God's work, all those hoarders of digital media. Oh, I can't believe if they don't, if nobody else is, the studios themselves aren't going to do it. That sucks. And I guess with rights and everything, it can be pretty messy to try to get things. Yeah, let's definitely. I'll put that together. I'll collect. Yes, that's what the Truffle. That's what the Nicolas Cage and the Truffle baby star is telling you. You have to do mushrooms this weekend, but only black truffles. Oh man, nice. All right, yeah. So I will. I'll bug you guys. Yeah, maybe by next week I'll find some source of them, because there's a lot of the free streaming stuff as well, Tubi and all that kind of stuff. That's where I would suspect, the places that don't want to pay for content, that's where I would suspect some of them would reside, is some of those free streaming services. So I'll take a look and find out where exactly that can happen, and then we'll Discord it together. Yeah, I hope that still works. I remember hearing they were trying to crack down on like sharing streams and stuff, so hopefully it still works on Discord. We'll find a way to make it work. To be gold. You just gotta dig. Yeah, all those oddball streaming sites. Oh man. All right. Well, I think I'll wrap it up for this week. I don't want to get too close to I gotta be picking some people up soon. But I think we're all set. So, yeah, thank you so much for hanging with me and watching the creation of these coffee mug-based cartoons. Yeah, I did make a Discord. I don't think I shared anything, but there is an Abusecartoons Discord. Nothing in it right now, but yeah, I will. I'll share that link with you guys, and we'll all hang out once I can. Because I think I can, even if I can not find them on streaming, if I can find a MP4 or something, we can still stream it from VLC or one of the video things. Yay! But yeah, let's do that. It's my super popular Discord. All right. So yeah, we'll do this next week. And so yeah, tomorrow is the live stream for Upturned Table, and I think Matt is going to be joining me for that. Chris is. It's a national holiday in Japan, so Chris is busy. And yeah, maybe some Star Trek over the weekend. All kinds of crazy stuff. So I will be back with you next week, and we'll draw some more cartoons. And I got to remember to upload these right now. I never remember to do everything that needs done here. All right. But yeah, take care, everyone. And if you're watching for the first time, abusecartoons.com. In the description is linked the archive, which is on GoComics, gocomics.com/abusecartoon, slash domestic abuse. It's the full name of the cartoon. gocomics.com/domestic abuse, and then Abuse Cartoons on social media. And let's do some Hellraiser horrible sequels sometime in the future. Too bad we couldn't do it for Halloween, but it's probably too terrible for even Halloween. It's just a bad movie thing. So everyone take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.